We're downtown. Okay. So where's my loading zone? Right there.
Real quickly, in fact, I wrote it down and I circled it because I didn't want to forget. Most of us face desperate, painful, costly times. And then I just wrote down, but I can only hope that we are as wise as this woman. All of us face bumps in the road. We can only pray that we will be as wise as this woman during those times. And so true faith is going to face problems from time to time, and everybody said, yeah, please help me. I mean, you just will. If you're a person of faith, you will. And that's the way the Lord intended it. And so true faith is not only going to face times
it's Ron
of problem,
Bell.
Because that is one of the great things about being a person of faith.
He's been dead for a while, but he's still preaching real good.
It's the glory of the Lord. But secondly, true faith does take risks.
Homeless people. Maybe I'll start a channel on YouTube for people with cardboard signs. Maybe I won't. You know? I guess I'll just have to watch myself and see what I do. I don't think there's any point in badgering people with cardboard signs. Things in common with each other. Even though they're all quite different. Well, we're going back downtown again for the second time today. My boss is helping me with the logistics of the morning by putting by prioritizing his activities on an emotional level. Not an uncommon practice. It's turned out that it wouldn't have been necessary at all. But he's the boss, so we do it his way. Simply the employee who has the peaceful plight of being one who just doesn't have to come up with what's best even. I mean, I do that just instinctively. I arrange them in what would be the least expensive order and most efficient order to contact them throughout the day, you know, line them up logistically in the sense, in a way that makes sense. Look at these guys waiting on that train. They went out of view. I was watching the truck in front of me cut me off. I kind of lost track of my third eye here. That'd be a good name for a channel, The Third Eye. Let's see if that's open. The Third Eye. I like that. Well, we're going down to do a service call at a place where I've got 3 service calls scheduled Monday. Kind of interesting, don't you think? It's my boss's logistics and what especially if you have, excuse me, carnal nature running the people who are running the government. You there? What they're doing. I guess that's how they make a road on a bridge. They have to have one of them deal. Look at all that. I didn't know that was under there, did you? I like that actual size bar sign. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Whoa! Zoom back out. I'm not that big in real life. Neither are those hairs hanging out of my nose. So don't be frightened on YouTube. But Daddy, there's something growing out of your nose. Yeah. I'm sorry, dear. Look at all the gooses. See them out there? You don't have to look at all of them. Just take a look and notice that they're there. It's interesting to see that they're out there. A little free-range defecation all over the waterfront park grass. There's where you sign up to buy a ticket for the Portland Spirit. Okay. Okay. Oh, I said that, didn't I? Yeah, well, it's still true. That guy's going for a run, I think, in his shorts, in the 37-degree weather. Not to mention the goose poop. Service call. Problem with this printer is that it was dead. There's no power, no display, even though it had voltage coming to it. But we may have something intermittent going on. I've just cleaned out a whole bunch of dust out of the formatter, out of the DIM card and network card connections. The network card connection was really full of dust. Let me see what happens now. No problem. So the switch works. Switch rod's hooked up. I don't seem to be any problems with the engine control board unless it's intermittent. There's nothing happening here. I'm just driving around downtown after my service call. I don't know why that 4100 came to life, that printer, but it did. I guess we kicked some dust out of a contact or something. So, I'm good, I tell you. I just have no idea how or why, that's all. Okay, so we're just going to go down here now and pick up some toner cartridges, just a bunch of old empty cartridges. I don't know why we do that. We don't make any money at it. It costs us money to do it. But for some reason, the boss thinks it's good business. Pray for my boss. He may be in over his head, you know. What am I bragging about? I just fixed a printer without knowing why. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just singing. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'll stop singing and eat one of these orange things. Isn't this fun? Well, I don't know what in tarnation's going on. It just seems like a nice day, but I'm tired. I think I just been working too hard. All them service calls and then hauling them 5 loads of empty toner cartridges down the elevator, into the freight elevator, down and back up. It's kind of an ordeal. I have no idea what the Lord has in mind for me. He's given me a great life already that I didn't even have the sense to ask for. It's a wonderful free gift of life. Just like all them birds on that wire up there. Look at them. What in the world are they talking about? Man alive. It's probably just as well that I don't have that many friends, you know. Be able to think up anything to say. Maybe they just sit there and look around, you know. Maybe we call them bird brains in a derogatory fashion, but it may be because we don't know what we're talking about. Maybe they're smart enough to shut up and sit on the wire where we always have to think up something we got to say, you know. Something to consider. Unless you're some kind of bird brain, then you just sit there and vegetate, you'll be fine. Draw your own conclusions. It doesn't make any difference to me. Remember this now, if you're watching a video here, just because I'm on YouTube don't mean I have any sense at all. That doesn't mean I'm authority, that I know what I'm talking about, that you should listen to me at all. It don't mean none of that. Just draw your own conclusions. Here's that sign. Whopper and fries. Perfect together since 1957. I'm sure they're talking about a different Whopper ever so often, not just the same one since 1957. That was just a dumb thought. It couldn't be that way. Probably lose some of its zing by now, you know. Even the fries. Be a train down there, what do you think? Everybody's sure lined up waiting for something. I think I'll skip the train track route today and just go on down to the next street. See how clever I am just to keep things going like that? It takes a lot of living to become this just intuitive about traffic. It's the kind of wisdom you don't learn in school, primarily because there's no traffic in school. It's just people sitting at a desk. That's not my problem anymore, right? I graduated, got kicked out, moved away, and did everything I had to do to be done with school now, so it's all over with. I will never learn anything again. Wait a minute, that's not true. I just learned that I will probably learn something again. Mom, do you still watch these videos? How you doing? Let me know. I'm wondering. Every time I call Mom, I call her every Saturday night at 8:30. Every time I call her, I ask her how she's doing. She says, oh, pretty good. Just a little bit older now. She gets a little older each week. It's kind of sad in a way, but she handles it real well. It's not like it's a problem for her or anything. So besides, that's kind of the goal, you know, is to keep getting older. Is that battery still going? Yeah, so far we're about to run out of battery here, so if I stop in the middle of a profound thought on this video, you'll know why. Battery died.